Hi guys, welcome to Matt Chat. It's been a long time. I am Matt, your co-host. I apologize. I am your co-host, and I am joined by a new co-host. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm nerdy and stuff. I can do this. Yeah.
Michael is new to this whole YouTube experience, so bear with him. He is taken over for Taylor. Taylor is he's got a new direction in his life, and he's busy with that, and I'm happy for him. He's living the dream, I guess. But yeah, he has graciously allowed Michael to take over his spot for him.
Graciously.
Do you want to talk about yourself a little bit? Let them know, like, kind of where you come from, where you're doing with your life right now.
Currently, I'm going to ASU. I just recently changed my major to art education to be an art teacher, so I'm big in the arts. However, video games and like cartoons and movies have always been a big part of my life, and I guess I could consider myself a nerd in some aspects of that. I'm really big into like animation specifically. Like I've always been fascinated by the way it works, and I've always been like one to like not just watch but analyze like cartoons on TV, like see mistakes and stuff. I have my favorites, of course. I originally actually wanted to go to school for animation, and I dreamed of becoming an animator, specifically for a DreamWorks animation, because those guys are awesome and my favorite movies by them. But I recently decided and I changed that. I'd rather be the one to teach it to breed. I don't know if breed's the right word, because that involves other things that, sexual stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to, I want to inspire, kids to follow that, because I know, you and me both, Matt, we both enjoy the arts and stuff, it's a very, very scary and very daunting, thing to think about to, make a career in, and I want kids to realize, if you really enjoy it, go for it. Don't let the fact of, where it might take you or where it might not take you, scare you,
Yes. Kind of going back to me, I just graduated, and I am learning firsthand that being a professional artist is not easy. I've been job searching for a while now, and haven't gotten my job yet, but I'm hoping something will pop up soon. I get bills I gotta pay.
Oh yeah, I mean, you had one, and then they just let you go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's just not enough work. Go, just you're let go. Great, awesome.
But I mean, as long I'm an optimistic kind of guy, and it's my personal belief that if you keep your head, if you keep your foot in the door, the door will eventually open up. So I mean, just keep going for it, and you'll get a job somewhere. I mean, pretty soon I'm sure I'll end up seeing you as some concept artist or background artist or something for some big name game somewhere sometime soon.
Aiming for the prop environment artist.
Yeah.
Drawing everything. That's something me and Michael have in common, is we both draw. We'll both draw at work. But
all the time.
I'm more of a 3D artist than a 2D artist, but I enjoy 2D art a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Which is the same for me. I'm more of a 2D artist. I like a lot more traditional stuff, but I extremely enjoy 3D stuff, and I would love to learn how to do it. Yeah.
Yes. And that's something Michael can come to me for, if he wants to.
Yeah.
So do you want to do your top 10, and you're going to do animation, correct?
Yeah, so
3D animated movies, or just animated movies in general?
to get a better idea of myself, I guess, I was gonna do my top 10 favorite it's DreamWorks animation / Disney Pixar animated movies. And I guess these aren't in any particular order, I suppose, because I didn't really think about the order. I'm just naming probably my favorites among them. My first one is How to Train Your Dragon, and it's not just because it has dragons or Vikings in it. Like, it is my all-time favorite movie because I feel this deep spiritual connection with Hiccup, and like I just see a lot of myself in him, and like it just like from the moment I watched it, I just immediately became like the greatest thing ever. Like I've got the big movie poster in my room. I've got like the art books, like The Art of How to Train Your Dragon, and actually just recently got The Art of How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I can't even open up yet because it'll spoil the movie, so it's like killing me inside and out to not look at it. It's like right here in front of me.
I'm dying.
Literally. Okay, so yeah, so that's one. So let's see, that's one. Toy Story has got to be on there because that's just like one of the greatest.
Yes.
I'll include Toy Story 2. I'm not gonna include Toy Story 3, sadly, because
why not?
There's people that loved it. There's people that hated it. I'm just kind of like on the eh. Like it wasn't necessarily like it's not saying that I didn't like it, but I was just like I don't know. I felt like it was unnecessary. Like, in my opinion. But, we'll talk about more of that later, just so I continue on the list.
Yeah.
The Incredibles is another one of my all-time favorites movies. Like, I love superheroes. I love, like, the era that they tried to portray, like, the 50s. I love the music. It was just so good. I love that movie. Let's see, what else? I should just pull up a list of movies so I remember all of them.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after you watch so many.
Yeah. Oh, God bless you. I don't remember his
Monsters Inc. Gotta include that one. So that's 5. Like, I love Monsters Inc. That was really cool too. Pixar is just so good at making such like heart-touching like movies that are just like will stay with you forever.
Yeah, mostly. I mean,
mostly.
Let's not talk about Cars 2.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Oh man, I mean, I enjoyed Cars 1, but
Yeah,
Cars 2 was like
cool.
automatically just went to. And then I heard they're making Cars 3. I'm like, what are they doing?
Or like Planes.
Planes was. I mean, that wasn't Pixar, but that was just Disney. Like, hey, I think this is how Planes went down, and they were making 2.
Yeah.
Whatever. Disney's like, hey, Pixar, can you make another Cars movie? It's like,
no!
We'll get around to it. I mean, there's a list of movies we want to get to. All right, we'll just make Planes, and we'll just that's our way of getting money going on this franchise. Thanks, Disney.
Thanks, Disney. Alright, so let's see. I got 5. I got Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2. I've got How to Train Your Dragon, Monsters Inc., The Incredibles. Let's see, I got, let's see. Up has got to be on there. That's probably one of the most, like, heart-touching stories in, like, any movie ever. Like, and Kevin. Everybody gotta love Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah. So that's 6. Rise of the Guardians. Do I want to include that one? I don't know. Rise of the Guardians, I really enjoyed. It was
the one with
Jack Frost and stuff.
Okay, yeah, okay. I sometimes get that confused with the one about the owls and stuff.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
What's it called? Like, the Guardians of something or other?
Yeah. I always get the names confused.
I watched that one. It actually wasn't that bad.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's pretty good.
Get around to watch it. I will. Maybe.
Well, this is sidetracking a little bit, but have you watched The Croods by DreamWorks?
I have actually. That was actually I went in was like, oh man, this looks like a crappy movie, and then I went out and was like, oh wow, that was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Really, I didn't like it.
Really? I
I
liked
really
it.
didn't. Like, I was kind of disappointed with the quality of the movie. Well, I mean, it was a good movie. The freaking parrot tiger was adorable, but like for some reason, like it just frustrated me so much and how stupid the cavemen were compared to like what's his name, the smart one with the belt. I can't remember his name.
I don't know. Oh
But-
yeah, the guy who was basically like MacGyver.
Yeah. It frustrated me so much that they wouldn't listen to him, and like I don't know, like the whole movie, I just wanted to slap all of them in the face.
That was
like,
this is the point of the movie. Like
that was, and like overall, it was a good movie. You know, it was well animated and stuff. Like I appreciated it for like the animation aspect, but like it definitely wasn't one of my favorites among DreamWorks films.
yeah, it definitely isn't up there. I mean,
Yeah.
but it was good. It was entertaining.
Oh, well, okay, speaking of DreamWorks, so like, my 7th movie on my list, I've got to include the original Shrek, because that movie is just like, that's like childhood right there, you know?
That was a movie that we all watched a million times over.
Yeah, like, literally, seriously.
Like, I don't know one person who hasn't seen that movie and said it was horrible.
Uh-huh, I know.
Not one.
And then I gotta include Finding Nemo on there because that was a really good movie. And then I don't know, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like this is a very underappreciated movie for some, but WALL-E, like I loved WALL-E's story, and I also love the fact that the only word he ever said was Eva, basically.
I actually liked it. I really liked WALL-E. I liked the whole. It was kind of nice to see. At least it's the first half, anyways. It's just animation, no dialogue.
Yeah.
You don't see that, you know. And this was it worked. I mean,
yeah, it shows how well that the people at Pixar can tell a story without actually needing to.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would have been less like unappreciated, like rather even more underappreciated if the whole thing was not dialogue, like there's no dialogue in it whatsoever. I felt it would probably be more underappreciated because it's like, and that because some people just don't appreciate those kind of movies, and it's really sad. You know, but the whole time it just reminded me of like the shorts, the old animated shorts, because those none of them have dialogue, not that I can remember anyway.
Yeah, like honestly, some of those shorts are like they're really charming and they're super well done, and it's just like so much can be said without saying anything, and that statement is brought up. Like Pixar is very good at expressing that statement.
Yes. Agreed.
It goes back to the reason why they got famous was because they animated that the famous the lamp in the Pixar logo.
Yeah. One of their first
it's
shorts.
it shows that shows in their time that they're still able to keep doing that.
Yep.
So I have one movie left to pick. And just looking at this list of movies, I have to say, How to Train Your Dragon 2 would probably be on there if it was out yet, but I can't say.
Yeah, you can't really put a movie that's not out yet on the top.
I haven't seen Sherman and Peabody yet. I'd like to see that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I haven't heard anything really bad about it.
But nothing good either, kind of thing.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it being great or anything. I'm pretty sure it's worth watching, so I'm just gonna find the cheapest means of watching it, and then go from there.
Then my final movie would probably have to be Bug's Life. I feel like Bug's Life is the one Pixar movie that everyone forgets about when they think Pixar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's one of those movies that I just wish they would do a sequel or something, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe not even necessarily a sequel, because I feel like when it comes to Pixar movies, at least how they started out is they weren't meant to have sequels, but then they started changing and started doing sequels, but A lot of the Pixar
And
movies
prequels.
are meant to just be like, themselves, and that's what made Pixar so magical, I guess.
The Monsters University was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was when I first said it was going to be a prequel, I was like, no,
You're
I'm out. No,
skeptical.
that's stupid. But then like I actually sat down and watched. I'm like, wow, this is okay. I was completely wrong. This is awesome.
Right.
I everyone else was like, no, this is a dumb movie. You already know what's going to happen. I was like, it's a prequel. You know what's going to happen when you watch Star Wars
Yeah.
1 through 3, but you watched it anyways, didn't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so those are my 10 movies. It gives you an idea of my flavor. My flavor flav.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, now that you guys know what Michael's all about, now we're going to move on to some news here. Over the last week, actually we're recording this on Monday, 2 things were basically announced and the internet kind of went nuts over. I mean, there was always a bunch of things that happened on the internet, but 2 things that we want to cover. One we'll talk about right now is the Power Rangers movie. They are rebooting another childhood movie.
Yes.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. If you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much the first 3 seasons of Power Rangers, like the first group of kids. They are they're gonna reboot that movie.
Who do you think they're gonna? Who do you think they're gonna what's it called? Who do you think they're gonna get to play those kids? I think it's very interesting.
Don't know. I'm hoping that they don't just take actors, well-known actors. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Zac Efron. You know what I mean? Be the Red Ranger. I don't want to see that. I want to see people we don't know, like the new Star Wars movie. We'll talk about this a little bit. The Star Wars movie that's coming out, the Star Wars 7. They just announced the cast, and they got people who weren't as well known. I mean, we know some of them. We got Bill Weasley from Harry Potter. The actor who played Bill Weasley is in this movie, and we got I don't know his name. I keep forgetting his name, but he's from Attack the Block. He's gonna be in the movie. And then this is some girl who we don't know at all because she's only done things in London, and she's just starting her career. Is in this movie. That's what I want for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reboot.
I think that they're just gonna have Liam Neeson play every role except Zordon, and then Zordon's gonna be Morgan Freeman.
They're gonna CG make him young through CGI.
Yes. Wouldn't that? Don't you think that'd be amazing? Morgan Freeman's head just floating in a tube.
What about so he's going to the Pink Ranger and the Yellow Ranger too?
Yes, he'll just be CGI'd with boobs. That's gonna happen with his Irish accent.
I could see him as Zordon. That'd be kind of cool. But I would, like I said, I want fresh. No one really knows them.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And I would love to see cameos. Especially Jason David. I know he's gonna be in that movie.
You know he's got to be.
He's got to be in the movie. He won't be.
Tommy.
Tommy, thank you. My brain went for a minute. He won't be Tommy, but he'll be there. It'll be awesome. Just hey, look, it's the old Tommy talking to the new Tommy. It'll be cool. It's
He'll probably make a Stan Lee appearance kind of thing, in the Marvel movies.
It'll be like in the new Star Trek movies when old Spock was talking to new Spock. It's cool. I was like, hey, look at that, it's awesome.
I think that I'm curious as to exactly how far they're going to go into that first the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers seasons, for the first, because I feel that they're gonna drag it out for at least 2 more movies. I don't know. I just have this feeling that they're gonna extend for a few movies. So I'm curious, will there even be a Green Ranger? Will we even see that in this movie, or we'll just concentrate on Like, I'm wondering if this first movie is just gonna be more of like, it's gonna be the 5 original kids, how they get their powers, like, that would be going up toward, like, the climax. And, like, they're fighting, and then, like, something bad happens, and then they get their Megazords, and then they fight. Like, there's gotta be Megazords in that movie, otherwise
Yes.
it's not Power Rangers.
Yes.
But like, honestly, I personally feel that there's not gonna be a Tommy type character in the movie yet. Like, I think they're gonna wait till the sequel, or there's gonna be like a little blip at the end where, like, how he's evil at first. Like,
Yeah.
I think that maybe at the end, like they do Marvel wise, like maybe after the credits they'll show like a Green Ranger or something. And oh my God, I just realized like for that first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, like the one from the 90s or whatever, like the costumes looked amazing. Just imagine what they're gonna do with the costumes now.
I know. I think it's gonna look sick, and I can't wait. I'm really. I just hope they don't like screw it up. Like, hey, this is a reboot. Let's do it this way because we think it looks cool this way. And I'll be like, no, you need to, yeah, you can do it the way you want, but make sure it's like as close to the way it looks originally, as possible. Don't make some small changes, but don't take away from don't take away from what we've grown up to know and everything with the tights and everything. They did something similar in the original movie where they gave him like armor pieces or whatever instead of tights. They could do that. Just make it look better the way it did. It looked a little cheesy. So I didn't like it. I was like, just go back to the tights. I don't care. Just go back to the tights, please.
Kind of like a simpler, kind of like what the new Superman did, where they got rid of
yeah. They got rid of the underwear and they gave it texture and everything. I'm being fine with that. Like just taking the tights and then giving texture or something maybe.
And then another thing that they have to keep true is like the monster costumes. Yes. They can't for the monsters. They cannot CGI the monsters.
Well, they probably will end up CG monsters. But if they do it in the same way as like Godzilla is doing it, I'll be fine with it because the Godzilla movie looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the miniature human size, like when they start out like that.
Yeah. The way
they gotta keep it. They gotta keep it small, They gotta keep it small. And then let's see, what else was I thinking?
Because they just did the same exact techniques as Godzilla did. They just got people in costumes and then just they fought each other in the miniature cities.
And then you know what I'm excited for? Putty men.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember watching the show as a kid and you just go like that freaking noise. Like imagine them making that and on the big screen. It'll be hilarious, but in a good way. And I don't know. It's gonna be great.
What I want to see story-wise is that they maybe do the first 20 minutes of just an overall view, just kind of catch everyone up, to where the movie starts off. So it's they get their powers and then they meet with the Green Ranger and then the Green Ranger becomes a good guy, he's a bad guy and he becomes a good guy and then he loses powers with the White Ranger. Just first 20 minutes just explain all that stuff. And then go into the movie and just make it 2 hours. You know what I mean? Just make a 2 hour movie. Make it a little worth our time because the original was only an hour and a half. You know, it's understandable because it's a movie based off of a TV show. But yeah, that whole thing. Well, you can have that hour and a half, whatever. But add an extra half hour of just explaining everything. Because if you just go straight into the movie, you're not gonna really know what's going on. Because you and I, we pop that movie in right now, we would know exactly what's going on, But, newer, kids today don't really know,
I feel though, as much as cool as that would be, I honestly think that they're just gonna, literally make it almost like it's starting from the first episode, and it's not gonna go very far. I feel like they're gonna make it a super extended first episode kind of thing, where the first, the first movie is gonna be like a super long, like first episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because it's like a reboot trying to introduce like a new generation of kids to them.
Yeah.
And then the second movie is gonna be like if they able to make a second movie, it'll be like a like like after months of fighting or years of fight, like they're more into it, and then they're gonna introduce the Green Ranger, and I feel like in the second movie they'll introduce the Green and maybe even the White Ranger. Like I don't know, there's just so many possibilities of ways that they can.
It seems like you more want you wanted it like a movie version of a rebooted movie version of the show rather than of the movie.
Yeah, but like honestly, that's what I'm feeling they're gonna do with it, and that's what I would want. That's what I personally would want.
Oh, okay. What if it was just a reboot of the movie instead of the show?
Well, if it was a reboot of the movie, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I honestly wouldn't have a problem with it. Like, I don't know, I'd still watch it regardless. And, like, and speaking of the original movie, I wonder if they're still gonna, like, have the freaking scantily clothed Amazon lady with the whistling stick.
Right, what was her name? I can't. I just watched a movie recently, and I can't. Dulcia, that's what it was.
Dulcia?
Dulcia with a D.
Oh, Dulcia. Yeah, and then that chick was so like when I watched the movie for the first time, I thought it was really random, like put in like in a Power Rangers sense, like
yeah.
Where does this random lady come from? Like she just like they're getting murdered by crow guys, and then she comes out of nowhere and whistles her stick, and they make someone run away.
Beats up a couple of them, and then basically just is like, go away.
Fear my whistle stick.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're remaking that, and then around the same time, we also got news that they're remaking something else. Pokemon Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire. That's gonna be cool. I played it, but I never beat it, and for reasons I don't want to really talk about. But
you never beat Ruby or Sapphire?
For reasons I don't really want to talk about, really.
Okay.
But but this will be a good way for me to pick it back up and play through and beat it. And it. Okay, I don't even know what else to say.
Well, I mean, you gotta think, like, it can be pretty freaking cool because, I mean, you remember secret bases? They have to include those again.
Yeah.
It has to be, like, online secret bases.
I never got my secret base, so I never experienced it.
I remember I had a freaking awesome secret base, and just imagine, though, like, you're having a secret base with, like, your friends. It's like an online, like, clubhouse type of thing. And, like, one thing I wonder is, like, what do you think is up with the, like, the new looking Groudon and Kyogre?
You mean
I think they have Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give them Mega Evolutions, I think.
I'm wondering if it's more of like an alternate form kind of thing, not Mega Evolutions, because the only difference really was the color.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it is Mega Evolution, maybe it's a different form. We've seen different forms of legendaries. We haven't seen, I guess to take it back, Mewtwo has a Mega Evolution, but, I guess we should have seen this coming because they did, they do have the free gift right now for, you can get Torchic, and then it also comes with, a Mega Stone, so when it evolves to, Blaziken, then you can get the Mega Blaziken. So we should have seen this coming, and I didn't even think of it. I was like, oh, Torchic, cool. I have Torchic now.
Dude, and if they're doing a remake of those two, like, imagine all the new Mega Evolutions. They gotta do one for, like, a Mega Swampert, Mega Sceptile, too. Like, it's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will.
They'll probably do, like, a Mega Metagross and a Mega Salamence.
Yes.
Like, that's just making me so excited.
It's gonna be cool to see, like, a game that was originally 2D be transferred into 3D. You know,
Uh-huh.
Because with Soul Silver when they remade it, the only thing that really got like it started looking more 3D was like the towns and everything. But
Yeah.
like, you were still
2D.
like a 2D character. I mean, everything was kind of 2D. Like the environments were like in between. They're like in between 2D and 3D.
It's gonna be so interesting, like looking like, because you could have like your Game Boy Advance out playing Ruby, and then having your 3DS playing like Omega Ruby, and like looking at the towns and comparing them in 3D form and 2D form. And it's just gonna be so interesting to see.
Well, they're saying that it's gonna be a new world, and I don't know
Oh,
what
really?
that means. I don't know if like
I don't know.
if that's just a marketing thing.
Because it's a new, they said it's like a new world with new adventures, but then they've also said that it's just a remake.
Yeah,
so
we're just like, what,
Uh-huh.
like, what? What do you mean? Please explain, Nintendo.
Uh-huh. But, like, another thing that I think is really funny that people are hyped out about is, like, the trumpets. And I know you didn't understand what I mean, but, like, here, like the music from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire had so much trumpets. And, like, this is just one example, but if you listen to, like, just the soundtrack, which you can find on YouTube, too, it's just, like, the trumpets, man, like, they're back. All, like,
I'll have to listen to it after we're done here.
okay. But yeah, like, everyone's just like, it's back, guys, like, the hype train, like, and then they just got, like, a bunch of, like, trumpets everywhere. I don't know, I think it's really funny.
So yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I like how they're sticking with the 3D, which means that they're not going to be going back to 2D games ever again. Which that's our childhood, but I really like 3D. I have Y, and I really liked the transition into 3D. I mean, I think they need to work on the engine a little more because you can only use 3D in certain areas, and I don't think they're fixing that in this game. I think they're just sticking with what they got.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably in development, probably around, I want to say, the same time as X and Y, so...
They probably started it, I think they started it after X and Y, so...
Yeah.
But... I'm intrigued, I'm fascinated, I want to know what's up, and I'm definitely going to be getting it because I love Pokemon. I'm pretty sure you're getting it because you love Pokemon.
Yeah. Yes, very much so.
We're going to be bringing back the Mudkip jokes.
Freaking Mudkips. I like Mudkips.
Which I'm surprised no one has done yet. I'm like, oh, what he was going to say? He's going to say it? Oh, I wasn't going to say it because I'm watching like a YouTube video and someone would say it. But no. Okay, I'm going to start it. You like Mudkips?
Do you like Mudkips? I like
Mudkips.
Oh man.
So, yeah. So I'm hoping maybe they'll talk about it at E3, which is our next topic.
Yes.
This will probably actually close out our show here, but so E3 is coming up. It's coming up June 10th. Actually, no, I think it's like June 10th. I think, right?
Something like that.
I know it's like right after Phoenix Comic Con for us. It's like literally like the Monday following Comic Con is E3. So I'm excited. I get a little upset because it started Monday morning and I have to work, so I have to miss out. I have to Xbox is the first conference and I have to miss it. I'm like, damn it.
Hey, at least they offer it to like rewatch the whole things online for free. That's the nice thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna go home and look on YouTube, and then there's just gonna be like highlights. So I'm not gonna watch those. But at least I get to see Sony, because Sony is like the last conference.
Yeah.
So I get to sit down and actually watch that live. Maybe I'll get to see Ubisoft too. Ubisoft, I guess they haven't like set a time yet for Ubisoft yet. But it looks like they're gonna be like, they're probably gonna put them right before Sony. So they'll probably be around like 3 or 4 o'clock.
Well, the only thing that I'm disappointed is that Nintendo is just gonna be like I think it's just like a video conference. It's not like a conference.
Yeah,
Like,
they. I think they're doing away with doing conferences because they do the Nintendo Directs now. So that's basically their way of telling the world, "Hey, this is what we're doing right now." I mean, and it saves them money. They don't have to physically be there. They can just be like, "Okay, let's just show up at us. Let's just just make a video real quick, throw it up on YouTube. Throw it up on YouTube. This is what we're going, guys. This is what we're doing. Expect this to come out this day." Which Tomodachi Life looks awesome.
Tomodachi. Oh yeah,
Yes.
like the me thing, or the me.
Yeah, it's basically like Animal Crossing meets Sims, and they both are on crack.
Both on crack.
Yeah, and it's for me. So I can't wait. That's been cool. But yeah, I'm hoping that they talk about Halo. Show something.
They have to.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna. I already know that they're gonna show like a playable demo for Destiny, which looks pretty cool.
I have that pre-ordered. When I saw that, I didn't go right away, but I think a couple weeks after kind of setting on, I was like, yeah, you know what, this is gonna be a really cool game. I'm gonna pre-order it. So I've had mine pre-ordered for almost a year now. I can't wait.
I also heard rumors that Valve's gonna announce Half-Life 3. Because that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I'll believe that when I see it.
I don't know if you watch Inside Gaming, but Inside Gaming, like Adam Kovic, he always is like, there's gonna be some sort of new box bundle where they're gonna bundle together Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, and Portal 3 all together. I'm just like, that'd be just like, they'd probably be able to buy the world if that they ever sold that because of the amount of money they would make.
Yes. I want to see. I'm pretty sure they'll do something with. Somebody will probably do something with Final Fantasy.
Maybe more Kingdom Hearts 3.
I know. I would. That's what I was supposed to say. I was like, I would love more to see. I just want to see more Kingdom Hearts because now I'm just to the point where because I saw it last year. I saw it live. I saw the reveal and I was like crying and I was excited. And Taylor was excited and he was probably crying too. And, oh man, I want to see more though. They've been ever since then. They've released 2 more just quick little gameplay trailers because they're slowly working on it, but they're more focused on getting Final Fantasy 15 out right now. So I just want to see just something else. I want to see story, a story gameplay or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is very hopeful thinking, but I would just love to see something on Fallout 4. Just like a little teaser trailer or something. Just the guy on screen. There doesn't even have to be pictures. Just the guy saying "War never changes." Fallout 4. I would cry for that because Fallout 3 was my first Xbox 360 game. It's probably one of my favorites, and I just love the universe. It's just so good.
I need to get myself an Xbox One. I have a PS4. I need to get Xbox One so I can play Halo and kind of get back into playing multiplayer games. As it happens when I switched over to PlayStation 4, it's I don't have a lot of friends on PlayStation, so when I got PlayStation 4, I literally just started using PSN for the first time, so I only had a few of my friends that also had PSN, but it's they don't have any of the games I have, and they don't have a lot of good multiplayer games other than maybe Battlefield and a few others. But it's none of the games I have are what my friends have, so I'm just all right. Well, I'm gonna stick with single player.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm curious as to honestly, as of right now, there's not really that exciting of a lineup on out on either consoles. So this E3 is gonna be what's the consoles because I don't have either of the consoles, and I feel like this E3 is gonna be the E3 that gets me to want to buy one of them at least.
Oh, it was definitely last E3 is what made me get a PS4 when I saw it. When I saw Kingdom Hearts, I was like, no, this is being played on PS4. This is it's made on PlayStation. I know it's coming out for Xbox, but I'm getting PlayStation 4. It has to happen.
It's like it's not going to come out for another like 3 years, but I'm just going to get this now just to be safe. Just to be safe.
Yes. I'm just ready. As Reggie Philomade says, my body is ready.
I hope Nintendo announces like an HD Legend of Zelda type dealio. Like not like an HD remake, but like a new Zelda game that's like HD.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I've been wanting forever, and I'm sure everyone else has been wanting forever too, like a Pokemon game that's like a handheld like style, like the way it's played, but on like a Wii U.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon XD and Gale of Darkness were really close to that, but it's still not quite the same, and I want that.
Yes.
Like
this is Pokemon on the Wii U. Like don't change anything.
Basically.
Yeah. So that would be cool. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be very... I mean, I don't know if you ever saw this, but like a while back there was like a trailer... I can't remember what the trailer was for. Like it was for something Pokemon related, but after you watched it all the way through at the very end, there was just like a quick little blip of like a 3D rendered Lucario and Blaziken kind of like standing against each other.
I didn't see that.
I'll have to find it for you like sometime. But like it's like it was like a trailer. It might have been for X and Y before it came out or something. I think it was, but like right before it ended, there's like a quick little blip of like it looked like a Lucario and a Blaziken standing in front of each other, in front of like in like a city looking area, and it looked like it'd be something on the Wii U if it was a video game.
Yeah.
And I mean, I haven't heard or seen anything about that since I've seen it, so like I'm curious as to what that is.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I want to know what that is too, actually. I mean, I don't have a Wii U either. You know, I have the 3 current gen consoles. I have a PS4. That's it. Next one's gonna be an Xbox One. So.
X1, Xbone,
Xbone, X1. So I think that's it for E3. Actually, like I can't think of anything else that would. It's really hard to try and figure out what exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll see some more trailers for games that already been announced and everything.
Well, I mean, there's the two. Isn't there like 2 different Assassin's Creeds or something?
Yes, that's it. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. Yes, I want to see, and I'm pretty sure they will have it, an actual like full trailer for Assassin's Creed Unity. And I would also like to see Assassin's Creed, the other one that was announced, because there is supposed to be 2 Assassin's Creed games coming out this year, and I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, so I'm definitely going to be picking it up. It's going to be my first Assassin's Creed on the PS4. I didn't get Assassin's Creed 4. Or was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't get Assassin's Creed 4 on PS4. I stuck with Xbox 360 because I wanted to have like one more new Assassin's Creed game on the Xbox, of course. Completely switched over.
Right.
I still have my Xbox. I still play Xbox games and whatnot, but this is gonna be like. And it sucks. I did miss out on the fully featured Xbox, on fully featured Assassin's Creed 4, because there was stuff that is in the game that they took out because the Xbox couldn't handle it. You know, like what the Xbox 360 and PS3 couldn't handle. But like I'm missing out on better graphics and everything. But it's still I play for the story and I play for the gameplay. You know, I can deal with slightly lesser graphics.
Yeah.
Because they still try to push they're still pushing the limits of the 360.
Yeah, I think they pretty much got to the limits at this point.
Pretty much. At this point, yeah, every single game that comes out on 360 is pushing like them. So.
And then just imagine though, like games when they first came out on the 360, and then games when they like now on the 360. Like it's amazing how much more detail and like power goes into that.
Yeah.
Now just imagine that only with like the PS4 or the Xbox One. Like they look how they look now and how they'll look in like 10 years. Like that'll be freaking amazing.
Another thing maybe it would be cool is to see gameplay trailer for a new Batman game, which is something else I'm getting. Oh man, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
That Arkham Knight, man.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
who could it be?
I want to know who it is.
I mean, obviously,
And I swear to God, if it's Joker, I am going to be disappointed.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, everyone says, "Oh, it's Joker."
Yeah, it's probably going to be some stupid crap like that.
I think Red Hood is a good guess.
Yeah. Well, which Red Hood? Are you talking about Joker Red Hood, or are you talking about Red Hood?
Like the Robin Red Hood.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, didn't you like? I talked to you about this before, like, and I said, like, what if it was like a new character? But didn't you say that, like, you don't think so?
Well, it is being fully developed. It's a brand new character made by, I don't know his name, but he's one of the bigger names in DC Comics. Like, he's actually writes comics and whatnot for DC. So he is working with Rocksteady to create the Arkham Knight. So it's a brand new character.
Wait, I figured it out. Spoiler alert: the Arkham Knight is Bruce's dad. It's got to be Bruce's dad.
That's not a spoiler alert. No one knows what it is yet. That can't be a spoiler.
It's a spoiler alert. I know it's Bruce's dad. It's
well, it could be, but judging from like the trailer, maybe that would make sense because he's reading his will and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. It could be. It could not be. Who knows? Okay, so we're going to talk about one more thing here, and then we're going to wrap it up for this week, guys. Something that kind of came up a little earlier today that I just kind of want to go over because it's kind of personal to me. Nowadays, you know, you have your games like for instance Titanfall and other multiplayer games that run off servers. And, you know, you pay $60 to play those games, or $40, what have you. And you're playing with your friends, having a good old time. A couple years go by. You play that game, you can't play it. Because companies like EA shut down their servers. And that's what actually EA is doing. They're going to be shutting down their servers for a few games.
Yeah.
And, So if you want to go back to playing, I don't know exactly what games you're doing, but I think like if you want to go back and play Battlefront 2 or 1, the PC or PS3 or whatnot, you can't play the multiplayer. So that's a part of the game gone. You can't touch it.
I feel like what games or game companies should do, like, I don't know how much effort this takes to do this, but like, maybe either include this in the beginning or issue a patch toward the end where they know the servers are going to get shut down, where like they kind of can do like a local like LAN type of thing, kind of like, you know how like Halo Combat Evolved, like you can still play multiplayer with people, like people in like high school can like just download it really quickly on the computers in the computer lab, and like they can play with each other. Like, I feel like that would be like a route in which they could take to solve that problem for like games that are very memorable that people still like enjoy playing still.
Yeah, like move over to different servers or something. You know, don't do that.
Yeah, or like because I mean they don't necessarily even have to have servers like that can save them that way too. But like if they include like LAN or whatever, like where they can or system link, something like that.
Yeah, which is something that's always intact. That's just a system thing.
Yeah.
But you know that require you to having two consoles in the same house.
Right. But I mean,
some people don't like lugging their consoles around, but you know I loved it because that's what I did back in the day when you know we're playing Halo, just, you know, having LAN parties and whatnot.
Yeah, but
awesome.
You gotta think about it from like a company perspective too. Like to keep a game running for that long, I'm sure costs a lot of money. So like it's a smart move on them, especially if they want to move on to something like bigger and possibly even better. I mean, like it's gonna suck because you can't play it online anymore with people. Yeah, but,
and it sucks even more for when you buy, let's say, a stream game, like a game that's streaming, and you play it. So once they decide to close down the server that streams that game, you're done. Like, so basically, you're not paying $60 to have a game. You're paying $60 to play this game until they decide to stop, the servers, and then it's gone forever. You can't play it. Whereas, if you buy a physical copy, you have that game. It's there. You can still play it whenever you want. Sure, maybe some features go away still, like for Halo, like when Microsoft finally decides to cut Halo 1, Halo 2, whatnot, cut the online play for that, which I think they already did. But so now basically those games are only first player, and they have this unusual multiplayer unless you want to play locally. But yeah, I still prefer physical copies because it's like I have that game. It's not going away. It's right there. And the sad part is that that's where the game industry is going. Is they want to have digital copies of everything. They don't want to, spend extra money and put on a game disc anymore.
Yeah.
And that's going away for even movies too. And it's really sad because I like physical copies of games and movies.
Like having that wall full of them.
Yeah, that's actually a dream of mine. I want to have literally like a room full of movies and games, mostly games. I want to have this a man cave. That's what I want. I'm already starting it. I have this whole entire section. Like my bookshelf is actually full. I can't fit any more games in it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you 100% that I love having that physical copy, but then I still have sympathy for the companies doing that move, because honestly, if it's moving in that direction, everything is going digital, and it saves companies a lot of money, video game companies, because since they don't have to pay money for the packaging and pay money for the packaging and the disc and put it in and stuff like that, it saves them a lot more money, and they're able to spend more time developing the game and maybe making it even bigger and better and polishing it up. I guess one thing that they could do is offer a service where you could pay. I think what they could do, even though it would kind of suck for people like us who enjoy the physical copies, is they could have a service where you can pay I don't know, just a little bit extra for the game in order to receive a physical copy by mail.
Yeah.
That way you could still you could still have a physical copy, but then you still have access to the digital copy, which is where everything's going to be anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just an idea.
I'm gonna say something. Hold on. Again.
Yeah. Brain fart.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh boy, I literally just a second I was about to say it. It went out. It just left me. Yeah, it's really sad. If I want to bring someone over, right now I could be like, hey, check out all these games. I just full entire bookcase of games. Right? But then it's also okay, well, I actually have more games. Let me pull up Steam. Let me pull up my Xbox 360. Let me pull up my PS4, because I do have digital copies of games. Some games just don't exist physically. They don't exist. You buy them and then it gets downloaded to your hard drive, which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it, but if that's all it's gonna be, I'm gonna be sad.
You're gonna be a sad panda.
Where is my physical copy? It's a nice decoration for the rooms. I mean, it's a really nice decoration.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is, anyways. I don't know about anyone else, but I think it is. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This thing is also pushing up, memory space. Just think, just over 10 years ago, back when we were kids, you had memory cards, which you don't. That's probably a new thing for any younger audience listening.
Over 8 megabytes was a crap ton of memory.
Well, it only had 32. It had the standard, I think, was 60 megabytes. And if and I remember you had a lot of room if you had 32 megabytes. Now think of it now, it's barely anything has 32 megabytes except for maybe files and stuff for Microsoft Word or something. But nowadays it's like you don't even think about that. It's like now everything runs on gigabytes and we have terabytes, and it's like wow, we come a long way since 16 megabyte flat memory cards, like the PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sad.
Times are changing.
Yeah,
Times are changing.
It's very sad.
We're gonna be like those old men, like only instead of being on our lawn, like telling the kids.
Remember Xbox 360?
Yeah, back
that
in
was
my
the
day,
shit.
like that's what we're gonna be. Back in my day, we only had a terabyte of storage, not I don't even know what's bigger than that.
Right? I don't know. I don't know either. I'm like, what's beyond Tera? Like, I didn't know that thing existed until terabytes came out. I'm like, I was like, 1,000 gigs? Is that where we're at now? And now actually recently I've been seeing 2 terabytes. I'm like, 2,000 gigabytes? Holy crap!
Pretty soon all the kids are gonna be like. Well, I mean, like games are getting bigger, so
bigger. Games are getting bigger, programs are getting bigger, just, everything's going digital, so you need more space for your computer, so that's why I have terabytes now.
I mean, this is going to be in the distant future, but I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with a game that was, like, literally a terabyte, but then, like, I'm sure at that point in the future, a terabyte would be, like, nothing. Or, well, not necessarily nothing, but, like, wouldn't be as big, it wouldn't feel as big as it does today,
Yeah, we're like terabytes. Remember that was like huge.
Yeah,
well, that's how we think about gigabytes. Like back then, it was like gigabytes. Like, oh wow, that's a lot. Mm-hmm. Now we're like terabytes. That's a lot. It's like God. It's like what happened? Like
technology's just advancing too fast.
Yeah, and it's like. I'm all for it because I'm all about technology, but at the same time, there's a part of my childhood just like, what happened? What's going on? I don't like change. You're gonna go to the game store and buy a game, right? Well, actually, it's only exists on the internet. What?
What? No.
So you're going to the game store, right? Like this, like my adult self is fighting with my childhood self, and.
Yeah, now all the freaking posts on Reddit. Hey guys, look what I found in the back of my closet. Instead of Super Nintendos, it'd be Xbox 360s.
Right. Well, now it's just like people find like Dreamcast games and PlayStation 2 games in the back of their closets.
Yeah.
I remember recently I just found in the back of my closet was a bunch of Game Boy games like Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold and
honestly, that some of those hey guys, look what I found in the back of my closets are actually real.
Past the dead body and the skeletons.
Chained to the wall.
Yeah. Ignore those. I found these really cool games I used to play as a kid. That I somehow still kept. Oh yeah, and Pokemon Yellow, I still have that. That game.
The only thing that sucks about those games is like once that battery dies, you can't save anymore.
Yeah, the battery inside of it.
Yeah, so literally just be like, you have to play through it.
That's how I lost my crystal. I left it in the wash machine. Gone. I level 100 Typhlosion. Gone. Like, no! I worked so hard! All those man hours gone!
All those grinding the Elite 4 hours gone.
I wasn't like that person. I was like, I think I fought the Elite Four once. And I was like, I'm done. I don't even fight them again. I beat them already. That's how my process in my mind with the Elite Four. It's like I beat them once, and that's it. I'm champion. Done.
I don't need to show these guys up that much. Like I just feel bad. Yeah.
Well, I think that about does it. Is there anything else you want to talk about real quick, or?
I think that was pretty good for my first run.
Yeah. So yeah, this is we're gonna be doing this once a week, guys. Again, Michael is permanent.
Yes.
As of right now, he's permanent.
Yeah,
Who
just
knows
for
what
right
happens in
now.
the future, but as of right now, yeah, he's permanent. So I hope you enjoyed us together talking about Pokemon and everything else we talked about today. Anyways, this is Matt,
And I'm Michael.
and I will see you guys next week.